What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my go-to gym makeup look. So I'm going to teach you how to get that nice, flawless, clean, fresh face look like you can see right now. With using very minimal products, very light products that aren't going to weigh your skin down in the gym, products that won't clog your pores when you're sweating and working out, and it's just a nice, fresh, easy, super quick makeup look that you can do when you're going to the gym, when you're playing sports, when you're just running errands, when you don't want to have a bunch on your face but you still want to look nice. So that's the video that we're going to go over today. I'm going to show you all the products I use. I'm going to show you how I apply them and everything like that. So let's get started. Guys, so the first thing we're going to start with today is sunscreen. I know that's not technically makeup, but I'm in the habit of putting sunscreen on my face every single morning just to protect myself from any aging, sunspots, or any other sun type of damage. The sunscreen I use it's mixed with a moisturizer. Well, sometimes I use this one, which is Paula's Choice. And it's a Skin Balancing Ultra Sheer Daily Defense. This is a morning moisturizer plus sunscreen. And I like it because it's really, really silky and almost like liquid. Like it's super light. It's not like a thick sunscreen. Or I will use this, which I just got. It's the Cindy Crawford Morning Antioxidant Day Cream with SPF 20. So I think I'm gonna go with the Cindy Crawford one just because I just got it and I'm excited about using it. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of that. That will be my base for this makeup look. Always a good habit to get into, like putting sunscreen on every morning. Okay, so now that my skin is moisturized and I have sunscreen, it's time to put your primer. And the reason I'm using primer for the gym is because what the primer does is it fills any open pores that are really big or any uneven like bumps or skin. It just kind of fills it so it makes it nice smooth surface. The reason I like to use it for the gym especially is because when you put other things on top of it, or if you don't have the primer on, you put stuff on and your pores are open and sweating and taking in stuff, it's just kind of like seals it off for your other makeup that you're going to use. So this is the one I got. It's from MAC. It's a prep and prime, but you can use any primer. It's not like you don't have to use this one. So I'm just going to do a squirt of that and spread it evenly around my face. All around the eyes too. Okay, so now we're going to go for the meat and potatoes of today, which is a BB cream. So those of you who don't know what BB cream is, it's a very light alternative to foundation. It gives you coverage, but super light, which is what we want because we don't want to put a heavy foundation when we're about to go to the gym and train and sweat. That's disgusting. Yuck. But we do want the coverage that the foundation provides. So that's why I use a BB cream. This one is from e.l.f. And if you guys don't know this brand, it's a super good brand for low prices. And you can get them at like Walmart or Target. I think even like CVS, Walgreens kind of has them. Drugstore makeup, but it's really high quality. It's so cheap. So I'm using the e.l.f. BB cream, the broad spectrum, and it also has sunscreen in this. To put this on my face, I'm just gonna put a little dab on my hand, maybe a squirt and a half, and then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna tap it and distribute the cream all over my face. It's just to make sure that it goes on evenly through your skin. Now you can feel free to just use your hands rubbing it in, like if you're low on time or you don't have other things, but I like to use a beauty blender. So basically you're gonna get this wet and squeeze it out a lot. So it acts sort of like a sponge, but it's just really good for distributing the makeup. So once it's like nice and squishy, you're gonna use the bigger end of the beauty blender. This end is for more like under eye. So you're gonna use the bigger end and you're just gonna kind of blend it out. So see how it's already giving me coverage, but it's so light and I really didn't use that much. And the blender will pick up any excess. I'm gonna just go ahead and go over my eyebrows just because I know I'm gonna fill them in a little bit. So if you don't have eyebrow filler, don't go over them because it'll change the color. So as you can see, my face looks a little bit more even. There's nice coverage all over my face. My skin looks really clear and even toned. But I used a very light amount of BB cream, not even foundation. So it's a really nice, light, airy makeup that you can use for the gym and not feel gross when you're working out and sweating. Make sure to bring it down onto your neck a bit too, and on your ears. Nothing worse than having a line. Okay, so once that's done, we're gonna cover up my under eyes because I'm Italian and I have big dark circles. Here's an alternative to the BB cream. This is one I found from Maybelline. BB Fresh. Anything that says BB cream would work for this makeup look. But anyway, for the concealer, I'm using a MAC one. I also really recommend the one from NARS in sand color on my skin tone. It's just really nice. But we're not gonna use that much. Again, it's a light look, so we're just gonna dot underneath. Just like that. And I'm gonna put a little bit here too because I have darkness right there. If you have darkness on your eyelids, you can also just kind of spread it out with the excess on the wand here. Okay, so now we're gonna take the other side of the Beauty Blender, this pointy side, and really just kind of dab it in. So don't drag and pull it because that's gonna absorb the product on the Beauty Blender. You just wanna dab like this. And that is gonna be it for my face. Totally a difference, you guys. As you can see, my skin is completely even all over. I barely used any makeup at all, like such little product, just the right tools and just the right coverage too. You don't wanna be too cakey or gross for the gym. So it's really nice, perfect for like everyday running around, doing errands or going to the gym, or maybe you play sports, or you just want to look nice, but you don't want to have makeup on. It's a good like no makeup look. Once that's done, we're gonna just kind of run a big fluffy brush with some setting powder so that it stays put. For this step, I use this huge brush. I'm not a makeup guru. I got my brushes at Kirkland, which is it's a Kirkland brand. I got it at Costco. So you can use whatever brush you want for this, just to make it big and fluffy like that. I'm gonna use the MAC setting powder. It has a tiny bit of color on it, but very little. You can also use translucent powder, like this one I have. It's from Milani. It's just a translucent powder, so there's no pigment in this one, but I'm gonna use this since we did such a light coverage. I just want to seal it with a little bit of extra coverage. So I'm just gonna tap my brush, tap off the excess like this, and I'm starting on the outside of my face. So in kind of circular motions like so. And the reason I'm not gonna start like here is because that's gonna be where the most product is on your brush when you just do this, like, and I don't wanna put it right there because I don't wanna create any cakiness around my eyes. So I'm just gonna put most of it on the outside, down my neck, and then whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna brush it underneath. And once it feels dry everywhere, once there's like no moisture from the products that we put on, that's what this is gonna do, is take away any stickiness, moisture, or shine. That is it for our skin, for our face. I'm not gonna do anything else. I don't wanna use bronzer because I'm just going to the gym and working out. I don't need to look contoured, I don't need to. But if you want to, I have an option. This is the bronzer that I use for everyday face makeup, or like when I'm going out and wanna look really nice and contoured. It's a lot darker bronzer that I use for contouring my cheeks. I'm gonna skip that one today and use this one instead. And this is a much lighter color. You can see the difference. This one's a much lighter, just kind of warm tones. It kind of just like makes you look tan. So I'm gonna take this brush, tap it here, and just go on the outside of my face, like along my hairline up to my ears. And all this is gonna do is bring a little bit of warmth into your face, so you don't look so flat, I guess. And then I personally like to do it on my eyelids, just a few once-overs. Since it's such a light color, it's really just adding warmth. That's all it's doing. It's not really contouring or doing much else. So now for the cheeks, you're gonna dip and tap, and then from here, you wanna follow your cheekbone. So you're gonna follow from kind of like the top of your ear to the bottom of your nose, somewhere in this area. So instead of like going underneath the cheekbone, which can make your face look longer, you want to go actually directly on the cheekbone. So mimicking whatever the sun is going to hit. So like your cheekbones should be the one that's getting colored, not underneath. So once you have the desired like tone that you want, you know, this makeup look reminds me of just like, I have like a really pretty filter on my face or something. Like it just makes you look flawless.
Ladies, tell them I woke up like this. I woke up like this.
Okay, so once you have enough pigment for your desire, you can stop doing this. I usually skip this if I'm just going to the gym, but since some of you might want to do it, I might as well show you how. Then, next thing I do, take my finger like this. I like to just contour my nose quickly. Basically all I do is draw straight lines with powder just to make the bridge of my nose look skinny and straight, which it is. I'm just highlighting what's there already. Not noticeable at all, but that's what you want. You don't want people to notice that you have any makeup on. Next step we're gonna do is take a little highlighter and just kind of highlight some things on our face, make us look glowing and fresh. So any eyeshadow that's super light and kind of shimmery pigmented will do. I have this highlighter, it's from V Cosmetics. I'm gonna use this one. If you don't have a fancy highlighter, you can use any eyeshadow palette. Just take the lightest one that will usually work, and you're just gonna put it in the corners of your eyes. I'm just using a little brush. I don't know, you could use your finger too. Then you're gonna take that same color and you're gonna put it underneath your brow bone, just kind of windshield wiper it. You can take that again and go directly down the bridge of your nose. This is what I do. So then I just take my brush and kind of like swirl it around, get it like covered in pigment, tap the excess off, and I'm just gonna like dot it along the top of my cheekbones like this. Okay, so now we have our skin done. We have our highlight in, everything's done on our face except my brows. Obviously they're hella faded, so I either need to get them re-microbladed or fill them in right now with this. We're just gonna use this, it's a NYX brow pencil. It's so easy to just fill in your brows with this. It's like really good, it has a little brush at the end. I'm gonna first brush my brows up. This step is totally skippable, you guys. You do not need to do this. It's just whatever you know, do makeup to whatever you feel the most comfortable with. You know, like I like having my brows filled in, but if you're just going to the gym, you just want like the pretty glowing skin, you just don't want to look tired, then you can totally stop whenever you feel that way. But I'm gonna fill in my brows. So just really lightly fill it in. I'm gonna brush it out now again. All right, so brows are done, face looks good. The only thing I'm gonna add now, since I do have eyelash extensions, obviously I'm not gonna use mascara. That's totally up to you. You can totally use mascara. There's a bunch of good waterproof ones for the gym. I love this eyeliner. It's like gold or like a copper color, almost like a bronze. It's from Physicians Formula. I got it at the drugstore. It was in a pack of 3 with a brown one and a black one. But it's just really pretty to put on your waterline because it just kind of brightens it up. It gives you like this really pretty glow. So the very last thing we're gonna do is a little beauty hack for you guys who don't wanna wear mascara to the gym, but you still wanna get like the nice dark lash line contrast that mascara would usually give. Take any eyeliner, like I'm gonna use this brown one, and we're just gonna put it in the waterline on the top lash. And it's just gonna darken your lash line without using any product on your actual lashes. Just like so. That's a little beauty hack for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some chapstick on and call it a day. This is my go-to gym look. Super light, super natural. It's kind of like a no makeup look. Just kind of makes you look clean and fresh and awake and not tired or gross, like, but you're really not wearing that much. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the description telling me any tips or feedback you'd want to see from my videos on my channel. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos, and I will see you next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.